beg, buck me at the Emirates. Buck me at the Emirates, because I'll go. You let me know what game you want to go to. Yo, people, what we saying, what we spraying, back again with another stream. And obviously, you know, you lot have seen the thumbnail. You lot know the show. It's the Arsenal Liverpool link up, and me and Roms will be talking, I guess, a bit about the latest Arsenal Liverpool stuff, i.e. the game, which is probably going to be the biggest talking point. And then obviously we'll also talk about Isak's Blockbuster deadline day move, which Liverpool must now. Can't lie, Liverpool, they must. Yeah, let's not for a minute think that they can get away with it. That is a massive signing, and they should be, without a shadow of a doubt, winning at the bare minimum the Premier League. And as an Arsenal fan, though, I know there's a lot of people that are going to be saying, why is the Arsenal fan dodging expectation? Don't worry, I expect my team to win the Premier League as well. But how can I must if Liverpool are, quote unquote, from a lot of you lot, quote unquote, the favourites? Do you know what I mean? Bear with me though. I am just reposting something on Twitter. So obviously I'm streaming this to YouTube, and I am also streaming this to YouTube. If you are watching on if you're watching on Twitter, click on the link. It is in the repost, and it is in the comments of the original stream. Come over to the YouTube, drop a like, and then if you want to go back to just watching it on Twitter, please feel free. You know, really and truly, wherever you watch it doesn't really matter. The only thing that does matter is that you come over and you subscribe to the channel, or follow me on Twitter. Either's fine, and jump over and drop a like on the video. And obviously those inside the YouTube, like, you lot know the settings already. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Obviously we're on our way to 10K. We are trying to get there before the end of the year. I think it's possible. We're about 2,690 something away. It seems like a big number, but in the grand scheme of things, not too high. You know, I made it all the way to 7.3 something in like 7-8 months. So I'm not a mathematician, but I'm pretty sure I can make 2 point something in like 3 months. So people, don't be scrubs. Yeah. Don't be scrubs, you get me? Don't be sitting in the passenger side of your best friend's ride. Yeah, come over here and like the stream. Now, something as well, which is a lot of you may not know, but those of you that, you know, are fully locked in, fully tuned in, and all of that, sponsored. How about that? Match bingo. Yeah, man. Must be 18 plus, UK resident. Yeah, please gamble responsibly. I will never tell you guys how to spend your money because, hey, it's not my money. But what I will tell you is Match Bingo, it's a pretty cool app. So bingo is very much ingrained into UK culture. You know, we have all the bingo houses, you know, all the old ladies go out and play bingo and win themselves a bit of cash. And Match Bingo thought, you know what? Let's bring it to sports. I guess more applicable to me. Let's bring it to football. And there's loads of live events that you can get on your bingo slip, whether it's goals, free kicks, corners, etc. You have 3 lines. Yeah, if you match up all 1 line, you win some money. If you match up 2 lines, you win more money. If you get a full house, all 3 lines, match everything, you can win up to 500 big ones. Do you know what I mean? Jackpot, full house, all of that. So look, there's the QR code. Make sure you're scanning it. Make sure you're downloading the app, and make sure you're uploading a measly £5, because that's all you need to start off your journey to becoming a Match Bingo extraordinaire. Do you know what I'm saying? So Yeah, the link is also pinned to the stream, so just make sure you're going over there. Let's show them that you get me in the village, yeah, hidden in the north. Yeah, we're about this bingo life. You know what I'm saying? That looks pretty cool, isn't it? Hey, and purple's my favorite color. So hey, maybe it was maybe it was fate. Maybe it was destined to be. Maybe the stars, yeah, are aligning. So look, yeah, we got through all of that. You get me. Make sure you're taking off your shoes upon entrance to me yard. Yeah, hit the like button, and let's get started with the show. Yeah, actually, wait, before we get started with the show, obviously Roms will be here soon. He did tell me he'd be 10 minutes late, so I thought, you know what, let me just do my entertainer thing, talk with you man for a minute, and waffle no syrup until he arrives. But the final thing, yeah, is don't just like, don't just subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their cousin, to tell their auntie, to tell their sister, to tell their mum, to tell their uncle. Come on over to Halftime Hawks and show the brother some love. So look, before Roms does get here, I'll start with the actual game itself, and I'll give my perspective as an Arsenal fan. And a lot of people, well, I mean, a lot of people that tune in kind of already understand my perspective on the game, and it'll be good to get, you know, some of you guys' thoughts on the things that I say. So we really should have won that game. Yeah. Now, I don't know how everyone else feels, but at no point during watching that game did I ever feel like Liverpool were like super stronger than me. At no point did I feel like, oh, there's no way we can possibly win this game. There was no point where I was like, ooh, it's gonna get a bit dangerous. Like, at no point did I feel like we couldn't compete. Like, I feel like we competed for the large majority of the game. And I'll even go as far to say that I think in the first half we was the better team. Like, we definitely went inside at halftime the happier team. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, we went in the happier team. Obviously, Mikel Arteta, he set out his game plan. His game plan was, well, at least to me, it was very clear to see. Yeah, he wanted to go there. He wanted to make it tough. He wanted to make it tricky. He wanted to make it combative. He wanted to pack out the midfield. He wanted to give all of their creative players as minimal space as possible. He wanted them to feel a bit, what's the word, uncomfortable. And I feel like he did that very well. We also, by the way, Mo Salah got locked out the entire game, the entirety of the game. Yeah, I was like, what's a Mo Salah? I don't know what a Mo Salah is, because he definitely wasn't there. Like, maybe he was too busy preparing his responses to Anfield edition and all of that stuff. I don't know, but he definitely wasn't on the pitch. Yeah, the only brother to me throughout that whole game that I can go, you know what? He played to a really good level. He was threatening. He looked a bit troublesome whenever he got on the ball, was Cody Gakpo. That's the only one. Ekatike, yeah. Nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. Lil Uzi Verts, nowhere to be seen. Hey, push me to the edge. All my players dead. Push me to the edge. All my players dead. It was nowhere to be seen. Yeah. McAllister had a horrible first half, but let's see if any Liverpool fans are going to be honest about that one. Will Harley Free Riders, you never ride alone, will he be honest about that one? Big up Liam Smith. I feel like with your £1 million spent, the stars are aligning. I hear it, but you get me. Only some of us can go and spend $500 million in one window, in it. I definitely can't do that in it, but you man, obviously you man can do that one there, in it. It was a 50-50 game. Second half, we was more likely, and it took a screamer to win it. Arsenal didn't worry. It was just trying to get corners, etc. as normal in Big Six games. I hear it. We wasn't trying to get corners. We was trying to score, which is why we got corners. Hey. But hey, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Hey, Nick. Hey, Nick. The football club. Hey, Nick, will you admit that McAllister had a poor game? I wonder if there's Liverpool fans out there in the world that will admit that McAllister had a poor game, and B, hit the like button. I wonder. I pick up Jay Spurs. So Bosley crash bang walloped on you guys, head top class free kick. Now the free kick was wavy. And I think, do you know what? Yeah, the fact that it took a wonder free kick, a world-class wonder free kick to decide the game, I think it shows you how close that game was. Yeah. So this is where you can be, I guess, really kind of cement where you sit as a football fan. Yeah. Are you the football fan that like super crashes out and doesn't care about any of the nuance in the game and only thinks about like what happened for like the last 50 years and, you know, all of that stuff? Or are you the person that can actually sit down and analyze the game in isolation and go, all right, cool, look, Arsenal put up a very good fight against Liverpool at Anfield, yeah, and fell short to a absolute wonder goal. And if that doesn't happen, and I know it happened, obviously it happened, we lost, I know this, but if that doesn't happen, yeah, then Arsenal probably leave with a point. I think it's fair to say that game could have gone on for another 45 minutes and nobody would have scored. Like, that's how tight, that's how good each team was defensively. You know? Now, I guess to expand further on the Arsenal side of things, yeah. And obviously this is taking nothing away from Liverpool or Szoboszlai, but I feel like Arsenal ended up losing the game because of our manager. So I think the reason why we lost this game is down to none other than our manager. Yeah, Mikel Arteta. Now look, I can big up Mikel Arteta for his game plan in the first half, and I can big up the players for executing it perfectly. I can do that. But yeah, like Jay Spurs says, he is risk averse, and being risk averse is not good in the game of football. Big up UK88Q, my brother. You get me? Hey, we played poor, but I don't care. But we are winning the league. I hear it, Jake, LFC 94. So my issue with and Roms has joined us at a very, very good time. So
every time, big up your damn self, big up the chat. Sorry, I was late. I was with Catch and Jay, and it was just carnage over there. Wait, hold on, Hooks. I need to hell you up. Big up your damn self. What am I seeing in the top right corner? You're sponsored by Match Bingo. Hey. Hooks, if I'm lying, I'm down. One of the catchiest. I played, like, bro, I kid you not, before I even knew you were sponsored, man plays this, bro. You lot, like, obviously, I know he's sponsored by them and that, but really, download this. Obviously, if you don't gamble, that I'm not going to convince you, but if you are a gambler, gamble responsibly, but man plays this. Man actually plays it. Oh, man, I've gone in the stream and I've seen this top right corner. I'm like, what?
I heard you want to make a new account. How do you make a new account?
How about this? I'll delete my old one, make a new one, and I'll put your link in it.
Yeah, my link.
You know I got you. You know
what I'm saying? Yeah, we are sponsored now, so people, the link is like, you get me, it's pinned. Make sure you come over to the YouTube, to all the people on Twitter as well, and you get me. Yeah, UK 88. Stop when the fun stops. Actually, do you know what? Don't stop when the fun stops. Yeah, stop when the bank account looks like you can't live your life. That's when you stop, bro. But yeah, big up Igbo Vibes Media. You get me, my brother. You never. Hey, do you know what? Yeah, a lot of Liverpool fans in my community, innit? Big up all of you, man. I know a lot of you, man, are here. So when Arsenal win the league this season, you can celebrate with me. I know that's why a lot of you men are here. But yeah, big up you themselves, and obviously big up Roms, and yeah, nice. I won't lie to you. The Liverpool kit is nice, yeah, but I think that your sponsor is so shit.
Bro, this is where me and you agree. I've wanted to change the sponsor for time, bro.
Yeah, I think it's
time. But no, we've had this now. We've had this sponsor since 2010, bro. So even we've had bare kit sponsors. We've had Adidas, we've had Nike, we've had, remember Warrior, that next American thing. We've had New Balance. We've had 4 kit sponsors, yeah. We've had 4, but this has remained. I can't wait till it goes, bro. I don't like this.
Me personally, I don't even like the Emirates.
Emirates is wavy, bro. Don't do that,
man. I don't like it, man. Do you know what?
You don't like it?
I don't like it, man. But you got to remember, yeah, I come from having a heritage of having bad boy sponsors, you know.
JVC, O2, yeah. I hear it.
I had Dreamcast. Yeah. You get me? All of that, bro. And now O2. Now, man, I gotta have. I don't know, man. I don't.
What do all 4 of them have in common? Sega, Dreamcast, whatnot. What do they all have in common?
You're funny.
You know what I could say?
You're funny.
You actually won the Premier. You had all of them.
Yeah, you're funny. All right, so the curse is actually Emirates. I hear it.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Still, from the Emirates.
Hey.
Yeah, you know they come Anfield and bad us up. I watch it Premier League years. Perez cut in top bins, bro. We used to come to Emirates and bad you up all the time. I mean, come to Anfield and bad you up all the time, innit? But
obviously, we're here today because on Sunday we weren't able to.
Yeah, we did.
This time we didn't. Yeah, but we're in the Emirates, so you get me. I'm not wearing the blue and yellow. You get me with the O2, so it's a bit different, innit? But do you know what? Yeah, I was just saying. Obviously, while I was waiting for you to come, I just gave like my perspective from the Arsenal side, innit? And I got to the point where I'm talking about the reason why we lost the game is because of my manager. That's where I'm at least. Like I feel like it was because of my manager. The point I was getting to, and chat will carry on, is I feel like that first half, we went into half time, and I can only imagine that Slot would have been annoyed. And I can only imagine that Mikel Arteta would have been happy. Because people forget, because obviously it's very easy to forget now the game's done and you won 1-0, yeah? Is that in that first half, you only had 2 touches in our box for the whole 5 minutes at your ground. And you only had 2 shots. And one of those shots was long range from Cody Hakpo that went
went wide, yeah.
And then the other one was from what's the other shot from? Was it Ekatike?
I think McAllister, and it got blocked. Remember Van Dijk, Ryan's passed it to Van Dijk, he ran through, then it's ricocheted a bit, then I think McAllister shot and it got blocked. But they're the only 2 chances I can really think of like that. So basically I have to give Arteta props for that first half. Like I can't be a fraud. I have to give him props for it, because to frustrate Liverpool to that level at Anfield, like you have to take your hat off. But where the problem lies, is like you don't acknowledge that you're in the ascendancy. Like I call it the feeling of the game. Like you're not feeling the game. Like you're in the ascendancy. The pendulum's swinging in your favor, and let's be real, Martinelli was dead. The whole first half, the whole game, he was dead. Yeah, and you had the perfect opportunity. Yeah. The perfect opportunity at halftime to go, you know what, Martinelli? But can I stop you there, bro? Let me stop you there, brother. Yeah, I agree with everything you said, by the way. First half, at halftime, Slot would have been the more upset out of the 2 managers. But you should have, I can't tell you how to feel, but let me ask you now. Wasn't you upset from the lineup, Steve? When I saw your lineup, I had confidence. You know me, we did the preview. We both backed our teams to win. But from when I saw your lineup, I was even more confident. I said exactly what I said to you in a preview, but I got it a bit mixed up. I said Arteta would start a strong team, then he would resort to just playing for a draw. Man played for a draw before a ball was even kicked. And I knew this would happen, bro. I was like, he will just be a bit scared and not go for it, bro. So, yeah, you did very well first half. But, like, I think he set you out not to fail, but I think he set you out not to win, but not to lose. Exactly like I said would happen, bro.
Bro, just on the lineup thing, yeah. Just on the lineup thing, yeah. Just because a lot of people have been on my case, because obviously I predicted a 2-0 win in it. So a lot of people have been on my case, yeah. But I need people to understand something very, very, very important in it. Can I find it? Okay, cool. All right, cool. Watch, yeah. Just so people know that I'm not chatting rubbish in it. Obviously, everyone inside, make sure you're liking the video.
Yes,
mods, make sure you're making man like the video in it, because we need to get the numbers. I want to leave every stream 75 likes minimum in it. And if I don't do that, then I might have to start taking in new applications for new mods in it. So I saw the lineup and I went low Marino instead of Erdegaard, Wanyeri, and Eze. Okay, maybe it's a loss.
I see this tweet, actually. I see this.
Maybe it's a loss. I said before the game, maybe it's a loss, and I turned out to be right. Because look, like, do you know what it is? Because I did a stream yesterday, yeah, basically, like, all of the different things that he could have done, yeah, to still have, because obviously we all know why he went with that midfield. We all know why he went with that midfield.
Yeah.
He wanted to make it difficult in the midfield. He wanted to pack out the midfield, and he obviously saw what happened to you lot when you went up against Newcastle's midfield and went, okay, I can kind of recreate something similar with Marino, Zubamendi, and Rice in it, Land of the Giants. He could have done that in it. So now, my thing is, yeah, you could have achieved that same sort of like defensive acumen without having that midfield. Because again, I keep on telling people, we have... and even though you've signed Isak, I still believe this. We have the strongest and most balanced squad I'd even go as far to say the world. I'd even go as far to say world football. Off the top of my head,
squad, I agree. If we had signed Gahey, we didn't, obviously. If we had signed Gahey, I think there's an argument. But I actually agree that you've got the most strongest. 11, I disagree, but you said squad. You didn't say 11.
11,
squad, I agree with you.
Yeah, your strongest 11 versus my strongest 11, Liverpool's is better.
Yeah,
in terms of quality, because now, especially now, because now you can, if everyone's fit. If everyone's fit, I'm sorry, and okay, if everyone's fit and we're not going off form, but we're going off the quality of the player. Yeah, I'm sorry, Isak up top, Ekatike on the left, Salah on the right, with the midfield of Wirtz, Gravenberch, and McAllister, and then you've got Virgil van Dijk. Even though I don't think I think Konate is like top 5 in the Premier League centre backs, but that centre back partnership, I believe, is only second to Arsenal's. And then, cool. I don't really rate Frimpong, but even me myself, I'm saying now maybe Szoboszlai starts over him at right back, because
I think he needs to work for his shirt now. So Szoboszlai's not losing that role anytime soon.
Yeah, he's not, because he played really well, really, really well. And then left back, Kirkes, and then in goal, you got the best goalkeeper in the world. Like, do you know what I mean? So your 11 is how many times that 11 will play with each other throughout the season, we'll see. But when it comes to squad, yeah, there's certain men that come out of your squad that if they come out and the replacement comes in, it's a bit, you're not happy. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not like what happens if Gravenberch goes?
That we're gonna get onto that later on in the stream. The depth. I've been saying this, as much as I'm gassed about a window, there is certain things we didn't address, but we'll get into that more.
Yeah. So look. So for me, yeah, cool. You keep Martinelli on, yeah, and because obviously I'm watching the game and I'm seeing them in the tunnel and I'm seeing like, okay, Martinelli's still there. So in my head, I'm going, okay, you obviously, maybe Arteta's gone to Martinelli. Look, you've had a bad first half. Going back defensively, yeah, you've been okay. But going forward, you've done nothing. So, look, we'll give you 5-10 minutes, see how you warm up into the first half. You know, if it's more of the same, we'll swap you. But the guy's still on the pitch at 70 minutes. And he got worse in the second half.
Literally.
He got
At
worse.
least the first half, as much as he did that run, I was watching it with my brother, and he's an Arsenal fan. Yeah, I was hilarious. My brother nearly smashed the TV, bro. You know, he done that run in the first half. Do you know what's so mad? I see something on Twitter, Hooks, yeah. If that's Martinelli 2-3 years ago, remember when he was at the bridge where he does that run, runs at the goal, Kante tries to drop and even grab him, and he bags it, yeah. The Martinelli 2-3 years ago runs and bags that. Now he doesn't even know what he's gonna do with the ball, bro. Kanai just ate it up, and then we started to play out. Like, bro, you're right. Do you know what's so concerning? Our fans didn't even want him to start anyway, but he got worse through the game and still retained his place. It's crazy, bro. It was crazy. As a Liverpool fan, we loved it, but you lot must just be pulling your hair out, bro.
Crazy. And then you know what? Yeah, you know, me personally, if I was the manager of Arsenal, you see when Martinelli has the ball, and you can clearly see that Victor Gyökeres is waiting for the pass. He's on the shoulder of Konate. He's waiting for the pass. And regardless of whether you think, regardless of whether you think that Gyökeres is going to beat Konate if the ball's played through, regardless of whether you have to play the ball, you still either have to play the ball or acknowledge that Konate is super focused on the run that Gyökeres is going to make.
So there's space that you can invade it.
I mean, but what this idiot does, which is what he does all the time, is brother runs to the byline and gets chalk on his boots, and then kicks the ball and it goes out for a goal kick. Or I think it went out for a corner or whatever. So now, I keep on telling people I don't want to slew my players. I'm not that type of person. But bro, you're making it so hard for me, man. You're making it way too hard for me. So look, in the end, we didn't win the battle. I still think we'll win the war. Yeah. Overall, I think that I would rather lose to you at Anfield 1-0 game week 3 than game week 30. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm not drawing any grand conclusions from this. I'm not going. The only thing that I'm kind of a bit concerned about is that Arteta chose to approach the game in this way, because I thought he wouldn't approach the game in this way, because he has 2 seasons of evidence where he approached the game in this way and it didn't work out for him. So I thought he would have been like, you know what, bun it. Let's just go for it, and see what happens. Because if you go for it and you lose, nobody cares. Well, okay, people will care, but like people be like, okay, cool, at least you tried to go for the win. But doing the same stuff that, whoa. Sorry, big up the catch up, by the way. Big up SB and big up Catch. They're both in it. But SB, bro. I don't know. Like, obviously,
you know what, SB? I used to think this, but the more I watch him, because I actually used to think this, but the more I watch him, it's now even his decision making, bro. Like, it's genuinely his decision making. Like, I'm thinking, you actually don't know really what you're doing, bro. Because I used to think Arteta's not taking the shackles off. I feel like Martinelli sometimes feel like running with the ball and he's thinking, I want to do this, but Arteta's telling me to do something else. And I think as he's running, he has intrusive thoughts like Arteta. But then I'm starting to realize, as a good footballer, sometimes you need to ignore the instruction. Let me tell you something quickly, yeah? There's a channel on YouTube called Coach's Voice. And Pep Linders, he's now with City and he's our secret agent. And I know you have your secret agent as well, Tory, but he's now mashing up City. But he breaks down, you know, when we beat Barca 4-0, Hooks, yeah? You know, Ronaldo, his instruction was to come on and not box crash. That his instruction was not to box crash. What happens? He ignores the instruction. He's arguably people say Origi, but him and Origi are the reasons why we won the Champions League in the end, because we come back and beat them 4-0. Imagine if Ronaldo Catch is kicking me. Big up SB and Catch, but imagine if Ronaldo, bro, listened to the instruction of Klopp and Pep and he didn't box crash, bro. Barca go on to probably win the Champions League, bro. So sometimes as a footballer, you have to go against the grain. I think Martinelli he wants to do something. He's getting instruction from Arteta, but he has to go against the grain, because I actually agreed with SB. Once upon a time, I actually thought, you know what? Arteta he's using Martinelli wrong, but then I'm seeing easy decisions. Like you said, either if you don't pass it for Gyökeres, you need to invade that space and maybe get a shot off. You need to do something. He's now just like being a simple and then just running at the byline and not doing anything with it, bro. So yeah, like I can't lie. SB, I did think that once upon a time. I'm gonna be real with you, SB. He's just, for me, he's not it. I was saying wild things 22-23 season. I was saying he was better than Saka in that, bro.
Yeah.
I was saying some mad things about Martinelli, but nah, man. He SB, I can't lie, put it in the bag. Put the Brazilian, put the move to the Brazilian league in the bag, bro. Like
he's obviously the leader of the Martinelli Defense League, because he's been saying some mad stuff. So I don't like, I know obviously he kicks balls, so I know he doesn't bun the herb, yeah. But hey, you need to stop. You can't be drinking alcohol this early in the morning, bro. Like, or in the day. So you can't. You're clearly. Can
I ask you something though, Hooch, yeah?
Clearly,
I don't know if you saw a gal and Hassan, a gal going mad, innit? But I'm not just saying this because I'm a Liverpool fan, but I agree with Hassan, yeah? I think you might disagree. Had we not had the moment of brilliance from Szoboszlai, do you think that ends 0-0? I already know the Arsenal man in the chat are going to say, yeah.
Yeah. I think
in my opinion, I disagree with that, yeah? Because before the Szoboszlai free kick, because I'll agree, the minute we went 1-0 up, I don't think we went for the game. This is where I rate Slot. I'm just saying it to Jay and Catch on Jay's channel, yeah. He counteracted. He then brought up Gomez. He brought on Endo. He realized, Eze and Odegaard are on. You lot started to find a bit of space. And he's like, you know what? We now need to. We were under the cosh. Let's be honest. You had that. I think I read you had that 4 set pieces, open play free kicks. I think it was 3 or 4 in like the last 10 minutes. Like we were under the cosh after the free kick, yeah. But before the free kick, we had obviously it was a legitimate offside goal, yeah. So it was offside. We had an offside goal. Wirtz had, actually that comes from the Wirtz chance. Wirtz had a shot. Gakpo was cutting in and taking shots as well. I feel like we were actually in the ascendancy. And one thing about me and you, I think you would agree, you would always back Arsenal to win at the Emirates, not even a draw. If you have all players available, the only time I'll ever back Liverpool to even draw at Anfield is if we've got key players missing. But I don't care who we're up against in the world. I'm backing my team to win. So even if you had started at Odegaard or Eze, I'm still going to back my boys to win at Anfield. It's just what you do, innit? At home. But I genuinely believe, even about the Odegaard, not Odegaard, even about the Szoboszlai free kick, bro, I just think we would have. And you know, I don't think the goal would have been pretty. I just think we would have scummed the 1-0 anyway. Obviously, it's easier said than done. We'll never know. But like, I disagree with this narrative that it'll take a moment of brilliance for us to beat you, because people have short memories. We were on you, but even before the free kick. Like,
yeah,
the game
but you was on us, but you didn't score from open play. It took the moment of brilliance to score. And if that moment of brilliance doesn't happen after that, we don't have, like, I feel like you could tell, like, it's like, you know, Arteta does that thing where it's like, I'm not going to open us up fully, but if we concede and we're losing, now I'm going to open us up fully. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you don't score that goal, we don't open up fully. We open up to a degree, but we don't open up fully. And defensively, I was very confident in how we play. Like, I think if anything, both teams, the best part of both teams was the back fives.
Yeah, in fact. But you know why I agree with you, Hooks? Because when you look at both attacks, especially that started, for me, Ekatike and Salah were quiet, bro. Gakpo was the only. Would you agree? Gakpo and Madueke from either attacks were the only two that were like had any impetus on the game, because Madueke kept standing Kirkes 1-on-1, and then Kirkes, I think, did well to recover and make blocks. And I think you got like 4 corners in the first 20 minutes, literally all from Madueke and Kirkes blocking it. But I believe Gakpo for us was the only one that was cutting in, getting shots off or whatnot. Yeah. But what I would say is, and I have to big up Velv in the chat. There's me speaking about Endo and Gomez coming on and like making us defensively better. Big up Jones, because, and you know what? It's quite poetic. We beat you by your winning formula. I know it wasn't exactly a corner, but it was still a set piece. And the player we were desperate to sign assisted the penalty, assisted the free kick, because Jones literally runs through your midfield. And I can't lie, I don't blame Zubimendi. That's a tactical foul. Zubimendi had to take him down there. He had to, because if he doesn't, Darman came on and he was expressive as well. But we knew that. But if Zubimendi doesn't take Jones down, I watched it again. Salah's free on the right, which there's no guarantee he would score because he was having a bit of a mad game anyway. Or Jones runs through and has literally a clear shot on goal. Do you get it? So Zubimendi had to make that foul, but I appreciate the assist because the guy we wanted assisted the free kick and we won by the free kick. Do you get it?
Yeah, you're funny. So I'm so happy that you said that because a lot of Arsenal fans are saying are creating this Zubimendi agenda, and it's like
you can't. He had if you kick ball, he had to make that foul. He has to make that foul.
Wait,
bro, 1 minute, Malcolm. Malcolm, I don't know if you've seen me, whatnot. I've been saying since May we're winning the league. We're going back to back. So you're being a parrot now. You keep repeating the same question. We are winning the league. That is my opinion. I think we're winning the league. So yeah, Malcolm, I've answered your question now. I've seen it like 4 times in the chat.
Yes, SB. Dowman should have started at Anfield. Dowman should start every game. Dowman should be playing all the time on the pitch. The only time he moves from the right wing is when Saka comes back. And then into which, I don't know, you can put him on the left wing. You could put him as one of the CMs. You could put him as a 10. I don't care where you put him, but this brother needs to be on the field. And so far, you can't prove me wrong, but you've been proven wrong because you wouldn't wanted to have started Dowman at Anfield and then we lost. Yeah, how about that? But we don't know if we don't know if Dowman would have changed the game. So hey, I may not be right, but you are 100% definitely wrong. Hold that. Yeah, focus. So look, I mean, I guess the only other question, I mean, aside from the fact that I do think a lot of the Liverpool fans aren't giving Jones, I think, some of the respect he deserves because when he came on,
let me tell you now, bro. Jones is like Marmite. You either hate him or love him. There's not one. You would rarely hear a Liverpool fan saying, "You know what? He's all right." You won't get that. You either get Jones is cold or Jones needs to be sold. There's no in between with him, bro. Ask most Liverpool fans. There's no Liverpool fans that even balanced about him. But I rate Jones. I think Jones is a baller, bro. And again, the ones who have agendas are just giving Szoboszlai credit. Without Jones, Szoboszlai didn't score that free kick. And one thing cool for me, Wirtz got better in the second half. He had a poor first half in it, but Wirtz got better. But one thing Wirtz weren't even doing, he weren't driving through your middle. He was just playing it pretty, but he weren't driving through your middle. Jones comes on straight away and drives through your middle. Gravenberch did a few times, but we always say with Gravenberch, sometimes his final pass is lacking. The one thing I'll say about Gravenberch here, as much as I rate him so highly, yeah, and I do think he was giving Rice and Zubimendi a tough time. But Gravenberch's end product needs to improve. I know he scored the banger against Newcastle. There might be a smart Liverpool fan in the chat that's about to say, but look what he done against Newcastle. But little do you know, last season he didn't score at all. Gravenberch, if there's all players can improve. If there's one thing he needs to improve on is his end product because his final pass and his shot can sometimes be lacking. But one thing Jones did that our midfield didn't do enough, he came on straight away and drove through the middle, bro. Like, that is one weakness I'd say you lot have because sometimes, one thing I'll say about Rice and Zubimendi, there's some reactionary Arsenal Twitter fans that saying it's not going to work. I do think it works, but sometimes they leave each other on the island. And Jones exploited that, especially in the second half. First half, not as much. I think they were moving as a unit. But second half, because the game started to stretch, because let's be honest, even before the free kick, the game was getting stretched. Like, it was getting stretched. Yeah. And I think Jones, you don't always have to break lines with passes. You can break lines with... You know what I always say about Declan Rice hooks? I don't think he's the best passer of the ball, but he breaks lines with his runs. That's one thing I've always said about Rice. Maybe not as such last season, but 23-24 season when you went to the last day of City, that was one of Rice's best attributes. He'll break lines with his runs, not with his passing, yeah? Jones was doing that. Jones weren't playing no daisy cutters or through balls, but every time he got on the ball, bro, he's running. And he kept persisting with it. What did he get out of it? A free kick, and then we won from that game. But this is why I have to rate my manager, bro, because our starting 11 was starting to get stale. McAllister's unfit. I'm not excusing his performance because his performance weren't all that. But McAllister, for me, was unfit. He was losing the ball for fun. And that's the irony. McAllister's normally the one who calms it down and restores that control. But he had to come off. He's not played that much minutes. Slot makes the like-for-like change. Szoboszlai then got put into the midfield. I can't like Konate had the injury. He then brings on Gomez and Endo. Endo made one of the most disgraceful tactical fouls, but I loved it. We know when he was literally dragging down Gokeres because you lot were in. I think it was a 3v2 if he didn't do that, but that's where Endo has experience. I have to big up Slot every time because this is, I would say, people say, oh, Liverpool won the league because of Salah and Gakpo, and I get that. It was mainly because of Salah, sorry. But reason why we won a lot of our games is by Slot's counteracting subs, bro. Like, he's so smart with his substitution. He rarely big up Yasser every time. He rarely gets it wrong. There's the odd game, Slot will get the subs wrong. Like, for me, against Everton, when we drew 2-2, we know when Tarkowski scored the mad goal last season, that's a game he got the subs wrong. I'm not saying he gets the subs right every game, but a good 90% of our game, Slot gets it right. And I think after the free kick, when he then brings on Eze and Odegaard, Slot says, you know what? Let me just see out this 1-0 win. He brings on Endo, he brings on Gomez. That's why I big him up so much still. So,
and
yeah.
And this is where, I feel like I could talk about team selection for ages. Yeah. I feel like I could probably talk about team selection until the next game that we play. The whole international break, I could talk about team selection because, like, even so, look, yeah, you have Zubamendi, yeah, who, let's be honest, yeah, his fitness level at the moment, it's not at his peak, yeah, and while it's not at his peak, he's still adjusting to the intensity and the physicality of the Premier League. So naturally, he's not going to look as good as he looks when he's been playing in the La Liga or when he's been playing for Spain, where, truth be told, in Spain, the thing about Spain, everybody's a baller. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone's a baller. Everybody understands how you play in Spain, innit? It's not the case when he's playing in the Arsenal team, because in the Arsenal team, he's got Rice next to him, who, in all fairness, you're right, he breaks lines with his runs, but he's not really give me the ball and I'll pass it on and then I'll move. He's not really that type of guy, innit? So you've got Zubamendi, who's playing in the midfield with Marino in the 10, who he's not going to be moving about as much as he should be to make himself available for Zubamendi to pass the ball to him and then move and then pick it up somewhere else and create space and find pocket. He's not going to do that. So
it makes him look it makes Zubamendi look stagnant.
Exactly. Yeah. So now you got Zubamendi, who, because there's no one really on the field he can do that with, he now has to sort of default to playing like the Spanish Rice. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's not his game. So now you got Zubamendi running up and down, burning out his energy. So obviously there's going to be scenarios where he gives away the foul that leads to the free kick, because again, it's another player that's coming in and the manager's opting to not play to his strengths, which I find mad weird.
Like, I think it comes all back to Arteta, bro. Honestly, you can speak about team selection. I see big up Skills every time. I know he's a diehard Arsenal fan, but I see Skills say something earlier in the chat. I didn't address it because it would have ruined the flow of that. You were speaking detailed about something. But Skill said earlier, Odegaard wasn't 100% and Eze just come to the club. Odegaard one I can kind of hear, but I'm not hearing the Eze one because Eze had a full preseason with Crystal Palace. He played against Chelsea. The only match day he missed was match day 2 when Palace, they drew against some. In fact, did he play that game? Palace drew against. He played. So he played the first 2 games.
Wait, did we? No,
he wouldn't have. Sorry, he wouldn't have because he was watching the league.
He played the Community Shield and the first game for Palace.
And the first game. So Eze's fit, like he's fit, and it's not like he's a foreign import. He's already in the league. So Eze should have started. I think 99%.
He's more match fit than anyone else in the Arsenal squad.
There you go. So most Arsenal, forget what rivals think. Most Arsenal fans, 99.9 of you would agree that Eze should have started. I think Skills is in the 0.01 that's saying he just came to a club. That is a lame excuse. Even if Odegaard, even if Odegaard's not 100%, you play Eze left wing and you give Anwari his chance. He signed a new deal. Give him faith. Listen, he signed a new deal, and I'm going to tell you, Hooks, someone I know, I've got a family friend who's a coach at Arsenal. One of his assurances in his contract is that he's assured more minutes, bro. He's guaranteed more minutes than he got last year, bro. So that's a big reason why he signed the contract. Remember, like, his camp was speaking to other clubs, but he did want Arsenal as to why he signed. But one of the things in his contract was he guaranteed more game time. Imagine how Anwari must feel. Hold on. yeah, your best 10's not starting, but I'm supposed to, because you know we got told he's second in command in that number 10 role now. Well,
Yeah.
this was before he signed Eze. Now he's probably third, but he should still be in a pecking order ahead of Moreno, bro. Ahead of Marino, he should be ahead. Imagine how he must felt. And you know what's more embarrassing, Hooks? Yeah, he didn't even come on. Like, he didn't even come on, bro. The whole 90 minutes, he wasn't even there, bro. Like, he wasn't even there. So, the way I see it, I hear what Skills is saying about Odegaard. I probably might have not even started, but Eze and Wary, both of them should have started at least, bro. So, that's a lame excuse for me. From when I saw the starting 11, you know me, Hooks, I already predicted 2-1. Before we saw our preview show last week. But when I saw the lineup, I was even more confident, bro. Like, for me, your players didn't lose you that game. It was your gaffer, bro.
Yeah,
it was simple
100%.
as that.
100%. And you know what? I'm not even hearing the Odegaard thing. Do you know why? Because if you're fit enough to be on the bench, you're fit enough to play.
True. And then even if you're not fit enough,
and then he came on. What's the?
Yeah.
I need someone to explain the difference to me. Yeah, of starting a player that's come back from injury and then taking them off to having them on the bench and then bringing them on. Like, if anything, when you bring them on, you're bringing them on into a game state that's actually more difficult for them to adjust to, which would it not increase the chances of them re-injuring themselves? I don't know. Like, what I just don't understand. Like, because you said you got a family friend who's a coach at Arsenal, yeah.
Jordan Brown saying I'm hotting him up, bro. Like, I've not said his name or anything. I'm not hotting him up.
You haven't hotted him up, but
just,
the next time you talk to him, just tell him to tell Wanyeri and Dowman, that Hooks believes. Yeah, so don't leave my club. You get me? So big up Anna Esaka with a question. Do you think Arsenal drop points in the next 5 games or 15 out of 15? Wait, so before I answer that, let me see who Arsenal's next 5 games are in it. I know some of them, but I don't know all of them. So Nottingham Forest, I think we can drop points because it's Nottingham Forest, but I would probably predict a win.
Wait, where is it?
It's at Emirates. Because it's at Emirates.
Man.
Nah, man, but they're a tricky team, man.
You know what? No, Hooks, no, I'm sorry. This is a team that just lost 3-0 to a club. You predicted West Ham to go down, innit?
Yeah, I did.
They just lost 3-0 at home to a club that's gone down. Hooks, you know if it was at their ground, what's their ground called? City Ground, I could somewhat hear that. Because even my club, we smashed them lights, man. I remember their first year, they beat us up, they beat you lot up. I think they beat even City up. I think they even beat, bro, they were taking points off bare teams at their ground. If this is away from home, cool. But Arsenal fans, get onto Hooks with me, bro. Forest at the Emirates. You should be winning.
No. I predicted the win. I said that. I said it's a tricky game. We could drop.
I thought you said a draw.
No. I could.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. Yeah,
don't worry, but bro, always remember this.
I'm telling you now, you should be backing your club to beat anyone at the Emirates. The squad you have, you should be backing your club to beat anyone at the Emirates, bro. I don't care if you're Barca, Real, Bayern, anyone, bro.
Remember who you're talking to. I'm the guy. I'm winning the league. I've said this very clearly. I didn't either. You get me? But big up views for the raid. I appreciate that. People that have come through from views.
Big up views.
Make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're subscribing, not only to myself, but subscribing to Roms's pattern over at Football Verbal as well. So yeah, cool. So I'll probably predict the win against Nottingham Forest. Man City at home, I can't lie, we're badding them up.
You're beating them. We're
beating them up. We're beating them up. Anyhow, I see them lose to Tottenham and then lose to Brighton, and then I don't bad them up at the Emirates. Yo, I think it's time for Arteta's head.
You know, even if you draw that game, it will get top. It will get top. Yeah.
I should be badding them up different. I beat them at home last season as well, 5-1. I should be badding them up 100%. I should be badding them up, on a different thing. By the way, big up AJ, but we still keep moving. You get me?
No, views on sports saying his rating didn't work. It did work. I think it did work, bro.
And people came through though, so
it did work. Big up views on sport.
People came through, so now but big up, man. Do you know what it is? For me, I personally don't really care about raids. I don't really ask for them, but it's the thought. For me, it's the thought that counts with raids in it. So big up views every time, bro. Newcastle away. Nah, I'm badding them up. Do you know why?
I respect it. That's one game. If you said Because by then, Voltman and Vissa would have had that connection. They still, bro. And you know what, Hookshare? You have to bad them up. Because correct me if I'm wrong, you've not won there in the last 2 seasons.
The only reason that I don't bad them up at their ground is because the only reason it's been hard for me to play Newcastle over the last few years is because of Isak. He's no longer there. he's no longer there. Like, so I don't have to worry about Newcastle in the same way that I used to. This Volt made the guy, but I don't care if you're like 7'10", bro. Like, you're gonna get chipped up by Saliba and Gabriel. I don't care about Vissa either. I like him as a player, but I don't really care about it. Like,
what's mad about what you just said? This is why I'm so gassed. We're probably going to speak about him later on in the stream. This is why I'm so gassed. Isak's at my club. You know what you just said about Isak in Newcastle? The only reason why I had to worry because it is that. That was all of us.
Yeah. And you know what? Thank you. Yeah, because do you know what? I owe a thanks to you, and I also owe a thanks to Newcastle. Yeah. Because Newcastle delayed the deal, I didn't have to face Isak at Anfield. Now I know I still lost the game.
I'm gonna do your thing now. If Isak was there, Emirates gives you problems.
No, don't worry about all that. So I sponsored by Nike. Sponsored by Nike, you know they made that. But I don't need to worry about that no more. Do you get me? So thank you, Newcastle. Didn't have to face him because if Isak was at Anfield, I tell you for now, it's not 1-0. It's like,
it's not one word. It's not 1-0. It's not
1-0. And then I have to thank you, man, because now I go to St. James's Park and I don't have to face Newcastle with Isak. So do you know what? If anything, I probably won the most out of the Isak deal. So thank you both. Kindly. West Ham.
Is that the 5th game? Is West Ham the 5th game?
No, that's the 4th game. I bad them up. I am badding them up. At Emirates, badding them up. I'm not Nottingham Forest. I'm not going to lose no 3-0 to West Ham at my home ground. And then Fulham away. Again, tricky game. But I think we can win it. But it's we could drop points. But
I call that the hell end derby.
Yeah.
Wait, is Nelson there? Or you end up going Brentford?
No, he went Brentford. Yeah, Nelson went Brentford.
But Iwobi, Smith Rowe. I thought that they got another ex-Arsenal player. I can't. Is Leno still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's the hell. That's like the hell end / I don't know.
Yeah, so I would say minimum for me 13 out of 15. Minimum.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Minimum. Yeah. So, but look, hey, I mean, we've been talking about the game for entire minutes. So, I guess just as like before we do move towards a close, yeah. Obviously, you're gassed. Isak. Chat to me, man. Chat to me.
First, I'm going to give you your flowers before I start this. You're the only Arsenal fan. A lot of us Liverpool fans are saying Arsenal fans are doing copium, and a lot of you are, but you're the one that wanted Gyökeres over Isak. So I'm going to give you your flowers there. You're literally the only Arsenal fan that wanted Gyökeres over Isak. I still think that's mad, but I respect your opinion.
Bit biased.
Say again.
It's a bit biased there, isn't it? Obviously, you think it's mad because you support Liverpool and he's at Liverpool.
No.
But I definitely have the better Swedish striker.
Cat said the same thing. Like you Cat was on a wind up. But listen, yeah, we all know that's not true. Hooks. This ain't just because he's at my club. I was calling Isak the best forward in the league, even from Newcastle. I never thought my club could sign him, bro. Like, don't get twisted. Haaland's probably the best finisher in the league, but the most complete 9 is for me is Isak all day long, bro. So, but since in my time, Hooks, yeah, the only world-class player I've signed that's already world-class for me was Thiago. Torres was on the upward trajectory. He was one of like, you knew he was going to be world-class, but he weren't there yet. Suarez the same. You knew he was going to be world-class, but he weren't there yet. This is a myth, by the way. Craig, look at his appearances in the last 2 seasons. He played 34 times last season. That's only 4 Prem games that he missed. This injury stuff is a myth, bro. But I know not you, Hooks, but I know people are wishing that he gets injured on his downfall. But that just shows how worried you lot are. That's how shows how worried.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all.
Maybe not you, but Arsenal fans in general. But in my time, yeah, I've not seen us sign ready-made world-class players other than Thiago. All of the rest were no layers. What are we doing here, bro? What are we actually doing here? And I'm not one to give world-class out early. Wirtz isn't world-class. I'll say that from now. Wirtz isn't world-class. But what are we doing here? Isak is that if you're about to say he's not, then That's a bit mad. But anyway, Hooks, when this summer started and we were about to sign Verts, yeah. Now the Arsenal fans are doing coat. Wait, actually, let me ask you on the panel, because now all the Arsenal fans are saying he's not world class. I'm just gonna Hooks. Do you think Isak's not world class?
I need you to appreciate that my definition of world class is probably different.
Everyone has. Actually, let's put this aside because we said this before. Everyone's got their different definition. So let me not even.
He's got definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, he's got world class ability. And I think at Liverpool is where we will find out if he achieves that status of world class. Because for me, for you to be defined as world class, you need to win, like consistently win a lot of majors and be like part of the reason why your club wins majors in it. And at Liverpool, he has the platform to do that. So I guess now we will find out, can that world class potential be realized in it?
That's a good breakdown there. And you know one thing I love about football, we all have our opinions. We all have our opinions, but who is it? No Layers have just said he ain't world class, which cool, that's your opinion. But the second bit is crazy. He might even not be your best striker. Big up Ekatike, because one thing, when you're rating someone else, I've already said this Hooks many weeks. When you rate another player, people think you're trying to pop down the other player. Big up Ekatike every time. He's coming to this team and hit the ground running ASAP. But Isak's our best striker, no Layers. What? Come on now. What are we doing here? There's a reason why we're paying that money for him. But this is what I'll say, yeah? Back to what I was saying. Verts, when we first linked with him, I was like, there's no way. Man City or he's going Man City or Bayern. Bro, for a German player to turn down Bayern Munich is mad. Just look at like Lewandowski and Goetze. Like, they bent over for Bayern straight away, bro. Yeah. Normally a German player at a smaller club goes straight to Bayern. The fact he rejected them and City and come to my club, after we signed Verts Hooks, that's when I said, my club can do anything. And then the minute we were linked with Isak, and I'm hearing he wants to leave, and I was like, bro, we can get Isak. After, I wouldn't call them dunks, big up the man in the chat, but I just don't agree with that opinion. I think it's mad to say he's not here. But Hooks, this is the most gas I've been for a signing in my lifetime. Thiago I was gas for, because it's like, bro, man signing one of, if not, at that time it was him, Modric and KDB, because he had just won the Champions League. I was like, what, Thiago's come to my club? Like, and he could have went anywhere, and he wants to come to Liverpool. I was gas. Isak now, in my opinion, the best forward in the league, is at my club, bro. Do you know how mad? This guy, I put a tweet out yesterday. He scored his debut goal at Anfield. His first ever Newcastle Premier League goal was against us.
Second best forward in the league, but carry on.
You're going to say Gokras, isn't it, you joker? But first, the next year, he bags at Anfield again. He dunks on us in the cup final. Then at St. James Park, he twists Van Dijk inside out and rasses it in the net. Bro, he torments us every time. I've been saying, this is what I said we'll beat Newcastle the other day, Hooks. And similar to what you said, the only times they take points of us is when Isak starts. Yeah. Now this guy is now in. It's insane, Al Simmons. It's actually insane. This guy, whenever they take points of us...
I'm Malcolm Carragher. You're moving.
Yeah, he's an Everton. You know what, Hooks? I respect... Listen.
Oh, yeah, you are an Everton fan. Okay, it's making sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, no Layers,
but
skills, Jordan Brown. I respect everyone in this chat, but some of the stuff I'm seeing, and you're probably not agreeing with what I'm saying. That's fine. That's what football's about. But, bro, some of the stuff I'm seeing about Isak's mad. But Hooks, I feel like I'm just beating around the bush now. This summer window for me has been one of the best. Yes, there's some areas we didn't address, but Verts and Isak, two players I rate highly. They're at my football.
No. This is Liverpool's best ever. Do you know what's mad?
Best ever win. No, it's our best ever window, but there's still some areas we didn't address. In my opinion.
No.
What do you mean not? Bro, was you gas? In fact, I'm not even asking was you gas. You were atting me and stuff. I had to ignore you. When Gay didn't go through, you were smiling. Look, see, I got you now. You were smiling because
but you lot didn't need Gay, remember? Because you got is it Michelangelo, whatever his name is, who's going to be the next.
I hear you saying on the other stream the other day. Don't say what other Arsenal fans said. Say what I said. Yeah, that's what my fan base is saying.
But I've also heard you say, "Oh, you know what you're signing up for when you come onto YouTube. You're representing the fan base." So
cool. I say, look. So next time when I see you on other panels and because I see it on Potts' channel, you're like, don't tell me what other Arsenal fans say. Tell me what I said. I'm
Yeah,
using the same energy again. So you know how YouTube goes. You have to take corn from
okay,
other.
okay, yeah, okay, cool. I told man to write a tweet because they're definitely not talking to me. But the but
But you
like,
see,
let's be
you
honest.
see Leone. I can't say Leone's cold. I've not even watched a second of him. How can I come on here and say Leone's cold and I've not
I hear
watched him? Do you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it? I can't say he's cold.
I hear it. I hear it. Now, but let's be real. Like, and I've been alive. I've been alive longer than you. Yeah, so I'll use my lifetime. This is the best transfer window that Arsenal and Liverpool
I've
have
ever had. I agree.
ever. You can
I
be
agree.
you can maybe be like you can nitpick a bit with Liverpool and say that cool they didn't get Gahey, so it's not like the 10-10 window. But Arsenal didn't have a 10-10 window either, and it's still the best window that they've ever had. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I agree with that. I agree
like
with that.
you like look, I'm I'm probably just as shocked, if not a tiny bit less shocked than Liverpool fans, because obviously when you're a fan of a club, you'll be more shocked by this.
More shocked,
You,
yeah.
you man signed Verts, Ekatike, and Isak in one window. Not like, yeah, we signed man in summer and then signed man in January, in one window.
Do you
And
know
then
what?
signed 3 defenders in one window.
Jordan Brown's just asked me to say who's the top 5 strikers in world football. I'll literally answer it now. If you want it in order, or actually, I won't do order. If you want it in order, I'll then do it in order. For me, Haaland, Isak, Harry Kane, Gokeres. I know people will laugh, but Gokeres is
In the
still
world.
in the world.
Okay.
My 5 top right now, like as of we speak. Haaland, Isak, Gokeres, Harry Kane. I've watched Barca a few times. Lewandowski, I wouldn't include him in that anymore. Trying to think 5th. PSG don't have an out-and-out bagsman. That's a 9. And Mbappe. How can I forget about Mbappe? And
Yeah,
Mbappe.
Mbappe plays at top for Real Madrid, isn't it? Okay, cool. Yeah,
That's my top 5 still.
But then even if you're like, if you're being like a bit like, if you're nitpicking again, you'll be
I
like,
said Lautaro Martinez. Get
I don't know
out of
about
here.
Lautaro. I think Alvarez is a good shout. If you was gonna nitpick Mbappe and say he's a left winger, you could probably put Alvarez.
Yeah, Alvarez for me just outside the top 5. But in terms of actual 9s, it's what do you call it? I have my 5 still. Man can't say Gokeres isn't, and he scored 100 goals in the last 2 years. You just can't say that, bro.
DK, man, brother. One day you will see the light in it. One day.
And then man is saying Dembele, just because he's played now. Listen, the question was, Gordon Brown asked me the top 5 strikers. Dembele's not a striker. Come on, what we doing here? Just because he's played there doesn't mean he's a striker.
Whoa, bro. I
can't lie. I'm gonna say it now. I'm gonna say it now. Yeah, Jordan Brown. I respect everyone in the chat. I respect everyone in the chat. You lot make this show, innit? But from when you said earlier that you said something mad about Isak, that he might even not be the best striker at your club. That's when I kind of signed out from your opinion. Big up your opinion, but yeah, that's just crazy. Do
you know the one thing that I will say?
This is his well hooks. He said he's a United fan. I think this is a United Liverpool thing as well.
Fair play. Yeah, fair play.
Because you hate my club as well. I understand where you're.
He's saying that one. It was saying it wasn't him that said that. It wasn't him that said that.
Are you sure? Actually, maybe that might have been no layers. Actually, it's my bad. That might have been no layers. But you said something mad earlier about Isak, and I kind of just signed out.
The only thing I will say, though, and this is me nitpicking, yeah, because I don't know how much it will impact you guys going forward, and I don't think it will impact you that much. But I think that Isak and Ekatike are too similar a profile of striker. So let's just say, for example, and these will be very minimal scenarios because Isak is probably going to bang against most teams. But in the scenarios where Isak is getting frozen out of the game, when you bring on Ekatike, he's pretty much offering the same thing that Isak is offering. So if they're freezing out Isak, they'll be able to freeze out.
Yeah, I hear that.
That's the only kind of nitpicking that. Do you know what, yeah? If you, for example, and I know you don't like him, or I know you don't, maybe like's not the right word, but you don't have him highly up there. But let's just say, for example, you signed Isak and you signed Lautaro Martinez, yeah? Whether you like Lautaro or not.
They're different diamond. I agree.
They're different profiles. So he would bring something different onto the pitch, and you could play in maybe a different way. But hey, I also don't rule out the fact now that Ekatike might just be your left winger, and basically you have like a sort of trio type thing where Ekatike can play left wing and Hakpo is his backup, or vice versa, or Ekatike plays left wing and then Hakpo can sometimes come on at striker for Isak. Like, you've kind of got Isak, because let's be real, Isak, Ekatike and Gakpo can all play striker and left wing. You all can. So you can kind of do like some sort of remix thing with a left and
This is why when we signed Isak, bro, rivals are saying, how are him and Ekatike going to work? If you watch both of them, they naturally drift on the left. So all that will happen is that they will interchange. Look, some Liverpool fans in this chat might say I'm being harsh here. I rate Gakpo, but I've never been satisfied with Gakpo being a starter. Yes, he was instrumental last season. Yes, like, he's a manager's dream. Got very good attitude. I'll big him up in that regard, but I've always felt we can upgrade on Gakpo. You know, I said it from day one. Even when we were linked with him, I weren't moved, but he's now a Liverpool player, so I'm gonna back Gakpo, innit? But the minute we signed Ekatike and then we were looking for Isak, everyone said how's it gonna work? Bro, there might even be some games where Isak starts on the left and Ekatike is through the middle. They're gonna naturally interchange anyway. And you know what you were saying about if one of them are on the bench, which I can't see a 125 million signing and an 80 million signing, either of them being on the bench here. You know, he said, like, if one of them on the bench, the number one comes on, it's not really changing anything. It's not giving you something different to think of. That's where Gakpo comes into it. Yeah. See, SB's concentrating. Listen, I've never been Gakpo's biggest fan, but I've always said he's a very good squad player. Yeah. So I think the front three for most of the big games is going to be Ekatike on the left, Isak in the middle, Salah on the right. I think Gakpo then comes on and gives defenses something different to think about. I've never felt comfortable with Gakpo being a starter in it, but last season it worked. Luis Diaz being a false nine and Gakpo being a left winger in it. But I think him coming off the bench, I've always said Gakpo as an impact sub will be mad. And most of my families get at me for now. Jordan Brown saying Gakpo's better than this.
Just like,
Jordan's going mad.
Jordan's going mad. SB, you're in the chat. Tell him to concentrate in it.
Tell him to concentrate, SB. Hey, SB, tell Jordan Brown to concentrate, bro. Because there's hate in Liverpool and then they're just being delusional. I'm sorry. Look, you know, I think even Jordan Brown, I think he knows he's trolling. He knows he's trolling. He knows he's trolling.
So I'm just going to throw it out there, yeah? And I need you, Liverpool, because I know you Liverpool fans are very sensitive, yeah? Don't be surprised, if Lil Uzi Verts, push me to the edge, all my players dead, gets dropped from the 10 for Ekatike.
Now you're going mad.
Because I'm just saying, don't be surprised, because you see the João Pedro thing at Chelsea where he's in the 9, but he can play the 10 and they put Liam Delap up there sometimes as well. Yeah. And sort of he becomes like a secondary.
Can I just nip this in the bud?
Don't be surprised if Isak becomes that. Don't be surprised.
Can I nip this in the bud? Some players have to play because of upstairs, because of political reasons. You know, listen, I don't care. I don't care if Slot's the manager. Even if Slot wanted to drop Verts, John W. Henry, Michael Edwards, what's the other guy's name? How can I forget? I'm disrespecting him now. Richard Hughes. They'll all be knocking on his door straight away after the game. Hello, we've just spent 116 million. You can't drop this player. Bro, there is some signings that are above the law. You can't drop him. Even if Slot wanted to. It's like Hooks, for example. It's like even you lot with Eze, yeah? Some Arsenal fans are saying Eze can be the impact sub. Some, not a lot of you, some. Bro, do you think Arteta can drop? Bro, our Cronkies and all that be saying, hello, we've just paid 60 odd for this guy. He is starting. There are some signings that are above the law, bro.
Well, Josh and Stan, I hope he was knocking on Arteta's door after that Liverpool game because he didn't start as
what I will say, Hooks, is there could be games where Verts comes off, then Ekatike goes into the 10. But there will not be a game in a million years where Ekatike starts in the 10. How about this? Szoboszlai starts in the 10 before Ekatike. Ekatike just won't be on the 10. He'll either be a centre forward or you'll be a left winger, bro.
Hear me out. Yeah, hear me out.
Put up Al Simmons' comment. Al Simmons, that is your spot on. Put up Al Simmons' comment right now. That's another thing as well. You're not gonna do that, bro.
Yeah, look, hey, I never put a time frame on it. Yeah, and I never said it was 100% gonna happen. I just said don't be surprised. Yeah, because Lil Uzi Verts has been moving a bit quiet, but maybe I don't know. Maybe you drop a McAllister. I think
that's been spoken about in the fan base. That's been for me. McAllister's our best midfielder, but that has been spoken about.
Because realistically speaking, if you play Szoboszlai right back, he can just invert as a midfielder anyway, which means you could start Verts where McAllister starts, and then in the actual game when Szoboszlai inverts, it just naturally pushes Verts further forward. Then you could facilitate Ekatike in the 10, which then gives you a box midfield with, you know, Ekatike and Verts being further forward than Gravenberch and Szoboszlai. And now we're all sitting here thinking, why isn't Hooks the manager of Arsenal? Do you know what I'm saying? We're all sitting there, all thinking, he just understands football at a different level. I hear it. Don't worry.
Can I just suggest something again?
Hold that, SB. I don't care if he still kick ball now, yeah. man keeps on telling me Dowman can't start. He's not seeing the vision, bro. Yeah,
can I just address something again? Can I just address something again? Yeah. And you don't know me if you've watched me a long time. I rarely get rattled by comments, but Jordan Brown, big up your damn self. But congratulations, you rattled me, bro. His last 2 seasons are I think it's a 23 goal season and a 21 goal season. How's he only had 1 good season, bro? Jordan's getting on my nerves. He knows what he's doing. Like, congratulations. I rarely get rattled, but you rattled me. I'll be honest, because he's making me go mad, bro. He's trying to pop down Isak, you know. He's had 2 20-goal plus seasons in a Newcastle team, bro. Like, concentrate, man.
He's 1.5 seasons. He's.
But big up Jordan Brown. I rarely get rattled by comments, but you rattled me still.
No, he's raw. No, but it's true though. You man are overrating Isak. Okay,
do you know what? Actually, I'm just gonna shut up. I'm just gonna let Isak do the talking. I'm overrating him.
No, but you know what? Yeah.
Because 1 minute, your centre backs, including us, Konate and Van Dijk, could rarely deal with him. That's the one striker, Saliba and Gabriel, have problems with dealing with. So before you want to chat about Isak, and look, and 1 minute, actually, let me concentrate. No layers as Arsenal. Jordan Brown, your Manchester United. You think the lit Euro, Heaven, and these men are dealing with Isak? Don't kill me. Don't kill me. What, Euro deleting these, man? What, Lucha, the Butcher and that? All these little centre-backs dealing with Isak, bro. Allow it. You see, Arsenal, I'll kind of hear it from Arsenal, innit? Because Arsenal are cold. You, man, are dead food. Your back four's not dealing with Isak, bro. You know what, actually, when we smoke you in a few, I think we got United soon in a few weeks, actually. When we've got you at Anfield, Jordan Brown, make sure you're here. Because when Isak scores that brace, we will be here, bro. We will be here. So you know what? Yeah, just to wrap up the show, I'm gonna ask you, because obviously a lot of people. Well, I say a lot of people. It's not a lot of people, but there's people in the chat that are doubting Isak. So I'll throw you out a question on the flip side of it, and then we'll end. Because obviously earlier, remember Anna asked me the question about our next 5 fixtures. She also asked about Liverpool's next 5 fixtures, innit? From I didn't see that. But then we'll end on that, innit? Your opinion on what your next. Wait, is this all comps or league? You know, Liverpool and Arsenal both have. Well, actually, no. Anyone who's in why am I saying our clubs? You know, if you're in Champions League and Carabao, you know we've all got 6 games in the next 15 days. Do you know how mad that is? From September 14th to the 30th. Like, if you're in Champions League or Europa League and you're in the Carabao 3rd round, there's 6 games in 15 days. Bro, beautiful. Teams are going to have to rotate, you know. It's crazy, bro.
Beautiful. Hey,
yes, better for us. But do you know, all competitions are in the league.
Don't worry, we'll get to that. But do you know why it's beautiful for us? Well, sorry, for me. Well, actually, sorry for us, because we have to go through this fucking shitty period of international football.
Word.
So for me and you to know that we've got 6 games in 15 days coming up for our teams, we're good. We're eating. We're happy. I don't know about Manchester United getting knocked out by Grimsby, now only in 2 competitions. It's dark, in it. But so the Isak question on the flip side, yeah.
Go on.
I expect him to bang. You expect him to bang. But what what do you think? What do you think happens if it just doesn't work out?
So you know me, Hooks. I say out is if it doesn't work out, it's embarrassing, bro. It's simple. That goes for Verts as well, bro. It's as simple as that. I don't know what man want me to say that. If either of them don't work out, it's just embarrassing. Do you know what's worse on Isak as well? Verts is still going to be embarrassing because of the money Isak SBC. SB is just concentrating, but with Verts, it would be embarrassing regardless because of the money we spent and all the hype he had. But with Isak, it's not like Isak is a foreign import, bro. He's been in the league. He knows these defenders. He knows these clubs. Everything's set out for you. You're playing with better players. You've got one of the Prem all-timers to the right of you. You've got a very good young prospect in both Gakpo and Ekitike to the left of you. You've got one of the best midfielders in McAllister behind you as well. Gravenberch, one of the best, in my opinion, in the league behind you. You've got the best centre-back that I've seen in my lifetime in your team. You've got the best keeper in world football, in my opinion, in your team, bro. Like, you've got everything to succeed. No offense, you're not playing with, and this sounds like I'm going to pop down Newcastle now, because I actually rate Gordon, Harvey, but they got players, Joe Linton, Tonali, Bruno. He was playing with cold players there, but this is a different level. You're coming to the champions now, bro. The target's on your back. You have to deliver. So to answer your question, bro, I think he bangs, bro. Do you even want me to give you numbers? Do you even want me to take it there?
No, because I don't want to set you up.
I can take it there. I'll even give you numbers, bro.
This ain't one of those. This is we calm. We just talk football. You get me? Both bedrooms.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to set you up like that. Yeah, because I already think it's mad that you think you already set yourself up once saying Chelsea's winning the Champions League, and we won't forget that. Yeah, but we're not gonna let you. I'm not gonna say. Don't worry. But by the way, SB, I just did some research. Yeah, and the healthiest juice for you to drink is pomegranate juice. Yeah. So go drink some pomegranate because you're not concentrating. Do you know what? Just to prove, because obviously, big up SB for bringing this concentrating to the YouTube world. Yeah. So I just have to prove to SB that I was doing some research in it. Yeah. Just have to prove.
Pomegranate juice.
You see here. 7 best fruit juices for your. I also want to just let SB know as well, and Hincapie's there, yeah, because they were slewing me about the apple juice thing. As you can see, apple juice is rated higher than orange juice, so there's definitely.
Let's not do that. You don't know if this is chronological.
There's definitely more concentrate. Hey, 7 best fruit juices for your health. So there's definitely more concentrate in apple juice than orange juice. So I don't know. Maybe drink some pomegranate juice. Maybe some cranberry juice.
You know if this is in order, though. You know if this is in order.
So by the way, yeah, it's in order. Don't
Wait. Because you did the 5 Premier League games. I'm gonna forget all competition. I want to go for our next 5. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got Burnley, but by the way, Burnley is
that needs to be 3-4-0. That needs to be 3-4-0.
It's away though, so I don't think it will be as dark as if it was at Anfield. But it's still going to be.
Even though it's away, the expectations here, Hooks. Man's going to have Isak and these man on the pitch. He's going to play for Sweden. Hopefully he comes back in one piece and that. I want to see at least 3 goals minimum over there, bro. So Burnley, we win. Malcolm, I hope you're still in the chat. It's Everton fan. That's Everton always give us a game. I'm not going to predict no battering, but I think we'll beat Everton. So that's 6 out. That's 6 out of 6. Yeah, big up. Watch out for the concentrate merch drop in. Palace away. Do you know what's so mad about Palace away, Hooks? We mashed them up away from home. We've not beat them at Anfield in 3 seasons now, but at their ground we're comfy, bro. I think the last 7 visits we've won 6 of them or something like that. So Palace, I'm gonna back us to win. I feel like Gahey as well will kind of distract them. The fact we're coming to town, wanting to go to, I think that will mess up with their mentality in that. So for me, that's 3 out of 3 in September. Then our next 2, Chelsea at the Bridge. I know Joe's watching carefully. Big up Wab Sports. Make sure you go and subscribe to Wab Sports. But I know Joe's waiting for this prediction. I can't lie, Hooks. I think we might get a draw. Chelsea at the Bridge, they're hard to beat still. We ain't beat them at the Bridge.
We usually draw in it anyway.
We normally draw anyway. So we ain't beat them at the Bridge in a minute still. They beat us last season and then we drew like bare games for that. So Chelsea, I'm actually going to see a draw. Yeah, that's the last time we beat them, I think, in the COVID season. But United at home, Jordan Brown, listen, I'm gonna look into the screen and I'm saying this. We are gonna mash up United. We're gonna beat you to a pulp. Isak, no, forget a brace. Isak hat trick against your Euros, your Delic, your scummy back four. Amrim's just hopefully Amrim's still in the job by then, because knowing United, if they sat Amrim and they got that new manager, actually bun that, even if you got the new manager about, Isak to bag, man. So yeah, for me, Hooks, 13 out of 15 points, bro.
Minimum. So like same with me, a minimum.
Minimum. Because I can't sit here and just say we're gonna go Chelsea and mash them up. They're now, they've made Stamford Bridge a fortress again, bro. And even when they weren't good, we were drawing at Stamford Bridge, bro. But United you see Jordan Brown, you rattled me today. I can't wait till Isak mashes you up. Yeah, man, I can't lie, Anna. We need to mash up United. I was at the game last season. I have to keep it up. They should have beat us. If it weren't for Maguire putting it over the bar, that could be 3-2. They actually played well last year. And to be fair, Amorim normally rises in the big games, but we got Isak now, bro. We have to mash them up.
Just before we do go, just on this one, yeah, the catch up, yeah. By the way, subscribe to them if you're not already, yeah. But
yeah, big up the catch up.
I just want Catch and SB to know, yeah, that when the apple juice one lands, yeah, if I don't get a signed version from you, man, in green writing, yeah, SB and Catch on the cap and the t-shirt, yeah, if I don't get that, yeah, I'm gonna be very disappointed in it. So when the apple juice one lands, remember, yeah, I need a signed version. You know what I'm saying? So look, obviously, big up everyone, yeah, that locked in today. Obviously, big up Roms. Make sure you man are going over there and subscribing to the Football Verbal. Yeah, make sure you're also liking the video on the way out. Make sure you're subscribing to my channel on the way out. And the real ones, make sure once this video ends, at some point you come back, you drop a comment and you hype the video, because apparently now you can hype YouTube videos and it pushes out them more. So hype up my thing. You know what I'm saying? Pause. I am now going to send you over to Famzone TV. Yeah. But this time I'm gonna need you to copy this. Yeah. Why is Hawks, yeah, not on the thumbnail? Rate. Yeah. You man, copy this. Yeah. Copy this and spam the hell out of it when you go over there. Yeah. Yeah, big up to everyone that tuned in. Make sure you're doing your duties to the channel and all of that. And we'll catch you next time.